So wake me up when it's all over. Hello everyone, Ryan here, and today I'm going to be doing a review of the new Arcade Fire album titled Everything Now. Arcade Fire, wow, a band, an indie rock band from Canada, and I believe they have some of the best albums of the 21st century. That might be a bit of a bold statement to make, but I do highly regard albums like Funeral and The Suburbs. I think those albums are flawless albums. They are just so excellently produced and made, and the Baroque pop instrumentation across those albums is just wonderful. However, on Reflector, they decided to switch up their sound and go for a more disco, funkier sound, kind of hailing from the 70s and the 80s, which led to kind of mixed results, to be honest. I think the lead single, Reflector, is amazing, and I think that actually was my favourite song of 2013. I absolutely love that track. I think the way it builds and switches up constantly throughout the song is just incredible. And honestly, that was the best they were really ever going to get with that disco sound, I think, because this new album is, oh wow. I just don't know what went wrong with Arcade Fire, to be honest. I mean, when did they turn into like a dad rock band? Jesus Christ. This is really the weakest attempt at disco groovy music that they could have ever made. This is so bland and sterile. Ugh. The lead single, Everything Now, which I did a track review for, and I said in that review, the song wasn't that bad, but I could never see myself wanting to return to it, and even in context of this album, I still don't feel like I want to really listen to it all that much. But actually, you know what? It's ended up being the best song on the album. So a song that I don't like, and I never want to return to ever again, is the best song on this album. And the track following it, Signs of Life, is so lame. Oh man, the instrumental on this I just can't stand, and the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, that part of the song just feels so out of place and so out of character for Arcade Fire that I just don't understand what they were thinking here. Creature Comfort features some terrible, awful backing vocals from Regine, and usually she has incredible vocals, like on the Sprawl Part 2 on the Suburbs album. That's one of my favourite ever Arcade Fire songs, and I usually love her voice, but on this, oh, she's just wailing in the background. God, make me famous! And the synth line on this song really is reminiscent of something The Knife would have done, particularly like their track Heartbeats, which is a really great song, but this is really weaker in comparison to that. Electric Blue is a pretty badly recorded song. I don't think the vocals quite match the instrumental, and there is this really terrible part. I mean, wait, just listen to this. Just what is that? It's like, oh, Jesus. And I think Win Butler's vocals are really compromised on this album. I just don't think they really suit this instrumental style. I mean, of course, sure, they might not have wanted to do the indie rock thing for the rest of their careers, because they're probably not going to be able to match Funeral and The Suburbs again, realistically. But this style isn't them. Put Your Money on Me really sounds like Win Butler's attempting to emulate David Bowie's 80s work, like the Let's Dance time that the 80s Bowie was going through. And I'm sorry, but I'm just really sick of throwback music. There are so many bands out there that try to throw it back to the 80s. Why is it always the 80s? I mean, they just hardly any of them ever get it right. And this is another perfect example here. I mean, Arcade Fire, just what did they do? I honestly find nothing redeeming about this album, maybe except for the closing track, which is Everything Now Continued, and it's a much more slower, glitzier version of the Everything Now original song, but it's a lot shorter. It's only about 2 minutes long, and I actually think it sounds quite nice as a closing track. It works quite well. It's just that the only thing is, it's that it's just another version of a song that's already on the album, so isn't really the most original thing they could have done, but I think it still works quite well. Apart from that though, we have songs like Chemistry, which, oh Jesus Christ, I mean, lyrics like Dance with your boyfriend all night long, Tell him you really really love his song. It's like, what happened? They don't ever write stupid lyrics like this. This is like middle-aged people trying to sound like they're still young and they still know how to party, but they're just in the wrong decade. And it's depressing because I never would have thought I'd say that about Arcade Fire, once a critically acclaimed band that have some incredible albums behind them. I just hope, I pray that they ditch this sound for the next album. Like, they can't possibly keep making music like this. Oh god. For a band that I would easily say have a couple of A-star albums in my opinion, A-star, 10 out of 10 albums, I'm gonna grade Everything Now by Arcade Fire an E. Yep, an E. That's right, it's bad. This is not good. This is far from quality music. And I'll be damned if I see any Arcade Fire fans call this good, because I can't see anyone wanting this kind of music from Arcade Fire. I am well and truly saddened by this album. Just thinking about it makes me so depressed. Oh wow. Yeah, I'm gonna end it here before I cry. Arcade Fire, Everything Now, not a good album. Please listen to Funeral and The Suburbs if you never have, because they are good albums, and subscribe to the channel for more reviews, and have a good day.